Brenda's awake and quiet, but unresponsive.
Well, when can we see her?
The nurse is trying to get her to eat something now. I'll look in again a little later and decide then whether visitors are advisable.
Doctor, we are not casual acquaintances.
Nevertheless, I have to do what I think is best for my patient.
Well, I spoke with Dr. Alex Marks from Manhattan Memorial this morning. He's on his way up to look at Brenda himself and, if necessary, take over.
Seeking a second opinion is certainly your prerogative.
But the first thing he does is get her out of that padded cell.
She's not in a padded cell. Isolation is simply a room in which there's nothing she could use to hurt her.
That you could even think that proves that you know nothing about her.
Dr. Howard Rogers, please pick up line 3. Dr. Howard
Excuse me.
Rogers, please
I
pick
do
up
have other
line
patients.
I really don't like that man.
Hi. I just heard that Brenda's in isolation. Why didn't you call me?
Can you get her out, Alan?
Well, I'm a primary care physician. I'll have to consult with Dr. Rogers first.
Thanks, but everything's under control. Brenda's going to be fine.
Try take 1 more teaspoon, Brenda. 1 more. It's gonna make you feel better. Okay.
Okay. You can see her now, but keep it short.
Thank you, Alan.
And listen, please, don't be worried. She's a little bit disoriented from the medication. Look.
She needs to know what really happened yesterday, and that you came here out of love, and will do everything you possibly can to make sure she's released. Okay?
Brenda's always been able to see right through me. She'll know I'm a wreck. I haven't been this anxious since I gave the eulogy at my father's funeral.
No. Nerves are appropriate under the circumstances. You'll know what to do when you see her.
Brenda? Oh, sweetheart. I'm so glad to see you. I've been waiting out there, worrying to death. Why?
Well, thanks for cutting through the red tape, Alan.
I'm happy to do it. Please don't hesitate to call on me again.
Well, I'm sure that won't be necessary. Well, you're a busy man, and Dr. Marks is taking over as soon as he gets here.
I'm getting the distinct feeling that my input is not welcome.
You're right.
Would you mind telling me why?
I want to explain what you saw in the hall yesterday after your evaluation. Is that okay?
Did Daddy come with you?
I don't feel comfortable with the idea of you treating Brenda because last time you did, she found herself hooked on painkillers, which was a huge blow to her self-confidence, and I believe the first step in a downward spiral that landed her here.
I understand and I sympathize. I realize how distressing it must be to see the results of addiction in someone that you love. But let me set the record straight and tell you that the medication that I prescribed is well within the customary guidelines.
I'm not saying that you were intentionally irresponsible. Your impulse was to spare Brenda debilitating pain. The problem was in the follow-up, or lack thereof. You failed to monitor her adequately for months. As far as I can see, you didn't ask any of the right questions or pick up on the signals that she gave. If you had, who knows where we'd be today? Probably not here.
Honey, do you remember that year that you came home from boarding school and you'd let one of the girls cut off all of your beautiful hair? Daddy said it looked like somebody put a bowl over your head and cut around it. Do you remember that?
I think so.
And Daddy said we had to make you look presentable. So...
He tried to make me wear a wig.
Yeah. Yeah, and you refused. You spent the entire vacation in your room. God, both stubborn as hell.
I know that Daddy's dead. I just got confused.
Yeah. Sometimes medicine can make your mind fuzzy. Do you remember what happened yesterday? How you got frightened and then you ran away when you saw me? See, I was just signing some papers saying that I am your sister and I want to take care of you. It wasn't about making you stay in this hospital. I love you, and I don't want you to be here a minute longer than it takes for you to feel safe again. Brenda? Brenda, did I say something wrong?
Individuals vary dramatically in their response to medication. What is addictive for one is perfectly safe for another. But you saying that I didn't monitor Brenda's condition as I could or should have.
Blaming you isn't the issue. I'm simply trying to be honest about why I would rather go with another doctor for Brenda.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, but what you have managed to do is lay at my feet not only Brenda's addiction, but her present condition.
Alan, this isn't a conversation I intend to have right now. I'm going to check if Dr. Marx's plan has arrived. She's still too angry to listen.
No, I wish she had been angry. At least that person I would have recognized. Maybe she does need to stay here for, or at least for a little while. I mean, Brenda, she's so confused about time and events when I first went in there. She asked me if Daddy was with me.
I was just thinking about our trip to New Orleans. You remember how disappointed we were that we didn't have enough time to soak in everything? Hmm?
Yes.
Well, maybe we should go back there again. When you get out of here. You know, just to get away from it all. Would you like that?
Maybe.
Well, think about it. I'm looking after your house. Is there anything you need done?
John.
When was she last given medication?
Last night.
Nothing since then?
No.
I find that hard to believe. Hey, must be something I can do to make you feel better.
The secret of the hidden staircase.
What's that?
Show your nose. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. They have pumped her so full of sedatives she barely knows who she is.
Well, maybe they have to. I mean, I know that you think she won't hurt herself, Jax, but how can we be sure? I just found my sister again. I don't want to lose her.
You're not going to lose her, Julia.
Well, I think we're going to have to face facts. Brenda is not ready to go home.
You know, there was a moment there where she almost seemed like herself. I asked her if there's anything I could do to make her feel better, and she smiled. Just that tiniest little bit. And she said something about a hidden staircase, a secret of a hidden staircase. She said you knew what she meant.
Nancy Drew.
Oh, of course, why didn't I think of that? That was in the set I got her. She wanted something familiar and comforting from home. You know, that's a good sign. As soon as the consulting doctor arrives, I'll go home and get the book.
I'm not sure she can concentrate enough to read.
Hey, I'll read it to her. And you should go to the hotel and have a long, hot bath. By the time you get back, the doctor would have given his a second opinion, so.
Well, okay. You know, why don't I stop off at the cottage on the way home? Pick up the book.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
What do you think, Doctor?
I don't believe she's a danger to herself, and I'm going to see to it that she's removed from isolation immediately. But I can't recommend immediate release.
Well, how long do you think she needs to stay?
I'll consult with the staff and go over Brenda's records, but I'd recommend several more days at least. I'd better get to my meeting.
Well, I'll see you afterwards.
All right.
Miss Barrett would like to see you, Mr. Jaggs.
Thanks. Did you sleep a little?
Little.
Is there anything you want?
Yes.
Tell me.
I want to go home for Christmas.